Australian School-based Apprenticeship, ASbA as it's known, is basically the same as any other traineeship or apprenticeship, except you're at school. You get paid, you do training, but you're at school. You might be at school 3 days and work 2 days.
The idea of Australian School-based Apprenticeship or Traineeship is that an individual is first employed in an industry. So we need an employer that's willing to take on a young person, and then through their employment, they seek out training opportunities to further develop their career.
MEGT is an apprenticeship network provider. We're a 360 wraparound service from pre-employment through to completion of a traineeship or apprenticeship.
We take it really seriously and we put a lot of effort into our school-based trainees. So we provide obviously the employment, but also the mentoring and support along the way. We have a dedicated field officer who works alongside that student and helps them in terms of their performance on a work site, preparing them for a work site. We work closely with the schools and how that school-based traineeship fits in with their normal timetable of work and other work requirements. We're also the RTO as well, so we have trainers who support that student, and the field officer and the trainer work together to actually educate and support that person all the way through.
Being a school-based trainee, you have the ability to come to work on a set roster through here for a 2-year period and work towards becoming an apprentice.
Yeah, it's possible for a school-based apprentice to turn into a full-time employee, which I've currently done. And it's worked out well.
While you are working on a contract, you actually are accumulating things like annual leave, personal leave, and those types of things which you wouldn't ever have the opportunity to do if you weren't on a contract.
On a school-based apprenticeship, Charlie in his first year basically was doing 1 day a week here through TAFE, and it's now become a 3-day event. The TAFE provide some formal training, so he actually goes to college for that formal training. He's still doing his school-based learning, and on site we try and do the pruning before he actually goes to the pruning course. We try and do the chemical handling and the chemical use of it prior to going to the course, so he's not going in there blind.
It was a conversation that our operations manager and I had some time ago, and it was like, we need an extra staff member, and being here on the West Coast, you have a small base to pull from. Possibly if we offered an apprenticeship to someone who was sort of coming to the end of their school life, that it might have been a good way to encourage someone into our workforce. Yeah, we had a conversation with one of Mia's ex-teachers actually, and sort of said, do you know anyone? And she said, oh yes, I know a girl that'd be really suited to that, and I think she sort of liked the opportunity, and then we approached Mia and we went from there.
I think the fact that we get to see the young people while they're still studying, and to see what skills that they have, and to be able to see whether or not they're able to handle the industry and the work that comes involved. And so for us, it's almost like a year-long interview with them, which gives us a wonderful opportunity to see whether they fit our culture and whether we actually are a fit for them to work for full time.
Maybe the start time at work's a little bit earlier than school, and you know, knock-off time sometimes a little bit later than school hours, but all the guys have adapted to it quite well, and I guess that's why they're employed here.
We're using our chefs to mentor them and to train them. That's something that we are also really passionate about, is dedicating our staff to make sure that any new trainee or ASbA student is being taught correctly. Foundational knowledge is really important to us. So we're investing in that student with, you know, senior management time, sharing our skills, our knowledge, to make sure that they're making the right decision for their future career.
So far, the school-based apprenticeship scheme's been really positive for us. Braden has been with us for 3 months. He's really enjoying it so far, and he's started his TAFE work. And yeah, such was the success with him that we've just put Storm on, and she's just started earlier this week, and she's really looking forward to it. And they're both planning to spend their school holidays working here, so they must be enjoying it.